Hi, my name is Carly Hartman. I'm from New Cumberland, and there I teach 8th grade language arts. Language arts consists of reading, writing, speaking, and listening, so all of those very difficult skills. And I'm not teaching right now, I'm actually on maternity leave with my son, Emerson. So here's Emerson. Say hi, buddy. So if we hear any strange noises during the video, I'm going to blame that on him. Along with teaching and taking care of Emerson, I coach field hockey for the middle school, and I also like doing crafts, and I like going shopping, although those days are probably behind me mostly with Em in tow. So I wanted to talk about how in the video he said all those different things that don't actually affect students. I was surprised to see that ability grouping doesn't have much of an effect on students. That's one that really stood out to me. And the reason that one stood out to me is because that's one that I am guilty of probably talking about too much, complaining about really. In my school, for the 8th grade anyway, I have 1 honors class and 3 regular language arts classes. And I always have had a real issue with it because I feel like having the 1 honors class, it pulls a lot of the more mature students from the other classes, and then I have a real problem with management in the other classes and with behavior, especially, as well as trying to do groups in the other classes and trying to mix kids together and things like that. There aren't a lot of leaders in the class. So anyway, that's what I complain about usually, and that's the kind of thing I say. So I was just surprised that he had in that video that doesn't play much of a role. It also surprised me that ability grouping isn't a big factor in student success, because I student taught partially in England a few years ago, and they really base a huge chunk of their schooling system on tracking kids. They put them in sets. I think it was A, B, and C if I remember right. It was a couple years ago, and so I was surprised because usually England and some of the European countries tend to be a little bit ahead of us in education, and we sort of follow their lead. So I guess he was giving the TED Talk in Sweden, so maybe it was news to them too. I'm not sure. But I really liked the things that he did point out that are a factor in student success, and I was really glad, and it was refreshing to hear how teachers are the major impact, not all these different programs we can do and all the different things that we complain about, lack of money and all of that. It was nice to know that the biggest way of helping students is something that we can control. So I was glad to see that in the video, and that is my introduction. Let's go ahead, research assistant, give him a sign off, say bye.